Revered by famous rappers and business moguls alike, Robert Greene is an international best-selling author renowned for his uncanny ability to accurately assess human nature and what causes someone to excel while achieving extraordinary power and prosperity. These are the top 10 Robert Greene teachings. Number 10. Awaken the dimensional mind. In all of Greene's books is the theme of a mind that is open, of the need for fluidity in your thought processes and in your approach to achieve your ends. In Mastery, which was first published in 2012, Greene writes, "Instead of feeling complacent about what you know, you must expand your knowledge to related fields, giving your mind fuel to make new associations between different ideas. You must experiment and look at problems from all possible angles. As your thinking grows more fluid, your mind will become increasingly dimensional, seeing more and more aspects of reality. In the end, you will turn against the very rules you have internalized, shaping and reforming them to suit your spirit. Such originality will bring you to the heights of power." Number 9. Intense realism. In The Art of Seduction, which was first published in 2001, Greene writes, "People are more complicated than the mask they wear in society." He comes back to this same theme in Mastery. Chapter 4 is titled, "See People as They Are, Social Intelligence." Greene emphasizes the importance of seeing people for who they really are, not who we wish they were or who they proclaim to be. Then, instead of wishing they were different or longing for them to change, Greene advocates for supreme acceptance. Only then can you accurately assess the dynamic and how you can achieve your calculated objectives. Greene also spotlights the same teaching in Chapter 1 of the 50th Law, which is Greene's best-selling book co-written with rapper 50 Cent that was first published in 2009. The chapter is titled, "See Things for What They Are, Intense Realism." He writes, "By seeing through people's manipulations, you can turn them around. The firmer your grasp on reality, the more power you have to alter it for your purposes." Number 8. Conceal your intentions. This also happens to be the third law of Greene's 48 Laws of Power, which is his first blockbuster bestseller published in 1998. He writes, "Keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path and envelop them in enough smoke, and by the time they realize your intentions, it will be too late." This teaching is more relevant today than it ever has been. In a world where everyone is quick to proclaim what they intend to do and announcing their goals all over social media, when you choose to do the opposite, by concealing your intentions, you immediately differentiate yourself and set yourself up to claim enormous potential power. Let's face it, it's quite easy and natural to want to talk about yourself and your inner feelings and desires. Monitoring what you reveal in a methodical manner requires conscious effort and restraint. Society has taught us that if we are always open and honest, then we will be loved and accepted by all. But in reality, it is actually quite the opposite. When we do this, we become so predictable that it becomes impossible to differentiate ourselves and earn the respect and admiration that we seek. Number 7. Self-belief. This teaching is as old as man, first taught in the Bible, but Greene has a unique way of highlighting its epic level of importance. Perhaps nowhere else does he more effectively demonstrate this in Chapter 9 of the 50th Law, which is titled, "Push Beyond Your Limits." In this chapter, Greene writes, "Your sense of who you are will determine your actions and what you end up getting in life. Ask for more, aim high, and believe that you are destined for something great. Your sense of self-worth comes from you alone, never the opinion of others. With a rising confidence in your abilities, you will take risks that will increase your chances of success. Number 6, flow. It's easy to get distracted and sidetracked, especially in today's 24/7 connected internet era that we live in. But according to Greene, you must do everything in your power to not only create momentum, but also to expand it, including changing and evolving when you are called to do so. He covers this teaching in the 4th chapter of the 50th Law, which is titled Keep Moving, Calculated Momentum. Greene writes, "In the present, there is constant change and so much we cannot control. If you try to micromanage it all, you lose even greater control in the long run. The answer is to let go and move with the chaos that presents itself to you. From within it, you will find endless opportunities that elude most people. Don't give others the chance to pin you down. Keep moving and changing appearances to fit the environment. If you encounter walls or boundaries, slip around them. Do not let anything disrupt your flow." Number 5, fearlessness. This is the entire premise of the 50th Law. In it, Greene writes, "We are all too afraid of offending people, of stirring up conflict, of standing out from the crowd, of taking bold action. For thousands of years, our relationship to this emotion has evolved, from a primitive fear of nature to generalized anxiety about the future, to the fearful attitude that now dominates us. As rational, productive adults, we are called upon to finally overcome this downward trend and to evolve beyond our fears. It is not unnatural to not feel fear. It is a process that requires challenges and tests. What separates those who go under and those who rise above adversity is the strength of their will and their hunger for power. At some point, this defensive position of overcoming fears converts to an offensive one, a fearless attitude. Such types learn the value not only of being unafraid, but also attacking life with a sense of boldness and urgency and an unconventional approach, creating new models instead of following old ones. They see the great power this brings them, and it soon becomes their dominant mindset." Number 4, opportunism. On this important subject, Greene writes, "Every negative situation contains the possibility for something positive, an opportunity. It is how you look at it that matters. Your lack of resources can be an advantage, forcing you to be more inventive with the little that you do have. Losing a battle can allow you to frame yourself as a sympathetic underdog. Do not let fears make you wait for a better moment or become conservative. If there are circumstances you cannot control, make the best of them. It is the ultimate alchemy to transform all such negatives into advantage and power." One of Robert Greene's favorite historical figures is Napoleon. Greene cites how Napoleon believed that morale was 3 times as important as physical resources. Greene writes, "With high energy and high morale, a human can overcome almost any obstacle and create opportunity out of nothing." Number 3, respect the process. In chapter 8 of the 50th Law, Greene writes, "The fools in life want things fast and easy: money, success, attention. Boredom is their great enemy and fear. Whatever they manage to get slips through their hands as fast as it comes. You, on the other hand, want to outlast your rivals. You are building the foundation for something that can continue to expand. To make this happen, you will have to serve an apprenticeship. You must early on endure the hours of practice and drudgery, knowing that in the end, all of that time will translate into a higher pleasure, mastery of a craft and of yourself. Your goal is to reach the ultimate skill level, an intuitive feel for what must come next." Number 2, play to people's fantasies. In the 48 Laws of Power, this serves as Law 32, and Greene writes, "The truth is often avoided because it's ugly and unpleasant. Never appeal to truth and reality unless you are prepared for the anger that comes from disenchantment. Life is so harsh and distressing that people who can manufacture romance or conjure up fantasy are like oases in the desert. Everyone flocks to them. There is great power in tapping into fantasies of the masses." Closely related is law number 13, which is appeal to people's self-interest, never their mercy. Greene spotlights the critical importance of understanding human nature and the motivating desires behind whoever you are dealing with. Once you are able to correctly assess these hidden motives, you are able to craft the perfect message and reach your ideal intended outcome. Number 1, self-reliance. In the 50th Law, Greene emphasizes this important teaching in Chapter 2, which is titled, "Make Everything Your Own." In this chapter, Greene writes, "Your goal in every maneuver in life must be ownership, working the corner for yourself. When it is yours to lose. You are more motivated, more creative, more alive. The ultimate power in life is to be completely self-reliant, completely yourself." Greene goes on to caution against being overly reliant on others, writing, "If you do not own yourself first, you will continually be at the mercy of people and circumstances, looking outward instead of relying on yourself and your wits." Greene echoes this sentiment in the 48 Laws of Power. Here, with the 40th Law, Greene implores you to despise the free lunch. He warns how when someone gives you something for free, you are now obligated to them. Instead, he advises you to use this same principle to your advantage in order to enhance your reputation and your power. When you give a gift, you put the recipient under obligation. Everyone is attracted to generosity, and you thereby enhance your reputation. If you enjoyed this video, then take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Seriously, make sure to do it right now so that you don't miss out on any exclusive top 10 content.